Hello out there, you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game ID Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Gamer's Thoughts discussion. And there's only one thing I'm going to be talking about, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. Because right around 9 months ago, I made a video discussion on my YouTube channel called Why You Know Game TMNT Konami Anthology. And I practically called for all of the games that are in the Cowabunga collection minus the 3 Game Boy Color, not Game Boy Color games, Game Boy games. All of those games I said should be in that collection. And I'm happy that happened because it's a smart move. It's a smart play. We know Shredder's Revenge is coming out in the very near future, which I'm hoping that the Cowabunga collection comes before Shredder's Revenge. Turtles in general is seeing a rise in its popularity, which makes a lot of sense. And I'm hoping that this means that there will be a secondary collection for the Turtles under a different name to cover like the early 2000s stuff, like the stuff that was on PS2, GameCube, Xbox, and Game Boy Advance, and maybe some of the stuff that was a little bit later, like on the Wii as well, because it would be nice to have all of that stuff. Maybe even a new updated arcade collection with some of the more recent Ninja Turtles arcade games that just haven't made their way to home console. So I see this as an opportunity for Konami to cash in on the rising popularity as they're already doing. So it makes more sense that they would just go ahead and say, yeah, we're going to give you a full Ninja Turtles spread with this first collection. The Cowabunga collection makes sense because that was their catchphrase back then, especially Michelangelo. And they didn't really use that phrase in later iterations of the Ninja Turtles. So maybe making that name for this first collection makes more sense. And then leaving it off for subsequent series and just give it a different title, but it'd be another Ninja Turtles collection. So I'm applauding the idea and hoping that Konami does capitalize on it. I'm also starting to think that the pachinko machines are not doing as well as they had hoped, which is why they're going into all of their coffers for the stuff that they've worked on, and maybe even if it's something that was licensed out, they're working with the license holders to figure out if they can re-release the stuff. I mean, they've already done 2 Castlevania collections. They've done a Contra collection. It honestly would not surprise me if they start digging in and they go ahead and do a Metal Gear collection and stuff like that. At least this way, Konami will build up money and they can play off of nostalgia and also give people the stuff that they're actually looking for. And I've already done a video for Pitch for Switch, but I wouldn't think it would be a bad idea to go back and do a whole Metal Gear Solid collection. It just makes a lot of sense. But hopefully they will stick to this path for a little while and then eventually give newer games that will be updated and better than the stuff that they have released recently. Now, I'm not saying that the Lords of Shadow series is a set of bad games, but they are not core Castlevania at its heart. So maybe they'll be able to get back into making Castlevania the way it used to be, and they've already got the Contra mobile game out. Hopefully that'll go to home platforms and PC at some point. But all of that is pointing in a good direction if Konami decides that they want to get back into gaming more seriously. And it will be good for them and the industry if they keep harkening back to what made their series great, like what they're doing with these collections. And not only are they giving you the collection, some of the games are online playable. I think only 5 of them out of the set, but you're getting 13 games for like $40. That's not a bad deal. And only 5 of them are online multiplayer. I think the SNES version of the Tournament Fighters is the one that is online play accessible out of the 3 that are there. And I think that the arcade version of Turtles in Time is online multiplayer. Hyperstone Heist, I believe, is online multiplayer. But I don't know which other 2 are the multiplayer sets. I think it might be Manhattan Project from NES, and maybe even Turtles in Time SNES. Those might be the ones that are online multiplayer accessible. Again, I don't know for certain. It's just what I can think of off the top of my head, but it's what also makes sense. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to get it one way or another. And hopefully this is meaning something good for Konami. I would like to see them actually make some newer content. Besides, again, the Contra and the Castlevania mobile games, and the port of Symphony of the Night to mobile but not to Switch makes no sense to me. But hey, again, something to think about, something to work with. Hopefully this just means that they're going back in the direction of making good games. And also that, they decided that gambling was not the only thing that would make them sustainable. Or maybe gambling wasn't sustainable and they needed a fallback plan for something that actually works. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, please enjoy your games and peace out, everybody.